Huh?
Look at this left click.
Like, for instance, when you get EMP'd by Sombra in this game, you lose shields.
Like, as long as you don't charge away to Narnia,
Exactly.
it's alright. Like, because I bubble you and it like just burst the bubble and kill you in 2 seconds.
Exactly. Alright, so Vice Tricky, thank you for coming in here and ringing.
We shall
these guys.
excuse ourselves.
I appreciate it. If you guys could
Yeah, no problem. Yeah.
hop in the floor or something like that. These guys. See you. Thank you.
Okay. What we're doing?
You're getting roasted now by our coach.
No, not roasted, roast. Not roasted yet.
I'm going to get really hard roasted.
I've got a bit more critique for you because I'm a main tank main myself, but I'm not going to go into it all because that's just harsh. So yeah, no, communication is a huge thing. Obviously, it can't really be worked too much on when we haven't had a full roster at all at either practice sessions, and that's why we're going to do the whole thing where I'm going to bring 2 to 3 more people in to play, to get people to be able to play. What are you guys' opinions of that? Like me bringing in other people? Because I know some people might feel down towards it, or some people might feel really happy. I want to know what you guys think of that first before I move forward.
I'm fine.
Yeah.
I'm good
Like,
with that.
It's a good idea, so we can play with a full roster and not always have like 2 or 1 people.
Yeah,
There's
because right now
another-
you guys need a full roster because I can coach a team when they're missing like 1 person or maybe 2 people, but it's just not as effective. So it's not worth your time. It's not worth my time in the long run if it's consistent. So I want to really get you guys to have a full roster every time we come, whether it's with sub people or not. If those subs are on the team, then that is valuable. So that's what we need is one thing. I didn't take too many notes on the maps because the key thing really is we got to get a roster built. We got to get some people assigned to certain roles within the vocal patterns. Some of the things I did notice was, yes, main tank, right? So speaking as a main tank is a big thing, but also knowing when to hold your shield when playing Ryan is a big thing. It's really nice to be an aggressive Ryan, and that's a really huge thing because you want to be applying that pressure. You want to make the space for your team. However, when you're constantly swinging and not knowing when you should hold your shield to protect not only yourself, but the rest of your team, then it's really feedy, and you can really free farm the enemy Ryan's ult a whole lot. I noticed on the last map there, on the last point, you were swinging a whole lot. You end up dying a bunch. The Reinhardt really got a lot of farm off you and was able to build shatters very fastly. So what you want to do to try to avoid that, when you're playing Reinhardt, you're playing with Azaria most likely. You want to get some swing off, stuff like that. You want to move back and shield for your team. You want to try to play around corners as much as possible. Just so that you don't waste your shield as much. That's another thing. Shield wasting is huge. Whenever you're not in a fight or you're just about to get ready to engage for a fight, you shouldn't be holding your shield because they're just going to be shooting at that and that's going to be wasting your shield away. You want to be getting ready to engage into a fight with a full shield and ready to use it. So what I would say for you is really try to work on your aggression. It's really good to have it once again, as I said before, but you gotta start holding that right click a bit more. I really hope he's here. Oh, you are. Awesome.
Okay.
Awesome. Beautiful. Oh my goodness.
Okay.
That's happened to me before where I give people stuff and they weren't here. Awesome.
The start was actually an insanely passive Ryan.
Pardon?
The start was actually holding shield almost every time. Non-stop, like so much time ago.
It's hard to find the balance, but with that as well, what's really hard is because you need to, 1, play with your team more so you know your team, and 2, be very comfortable with your off-tank. Because as I said, when you're playing Reinhardt, you're 9 times out of 10 playing with the Zarya, and most of the time when you're dropping your shield is to give your Zarya charge, which also gives you ult charge for swinging.
I actually did it when I played the Zarya.
Yeah, exactly. So that's one of the things where it gets kind of harder because you have to be able to work with your off tank. On the Winston, What was going on there was this is gonna work into other people as well as just you, so don't feel like I'm ripping into you right now, because I'm not. When you're jumping a target, what I normally do as a literal Winston one trick, when you're getting ready to prep for a target, first you got to find that target. 9 times out of 10, you will have your off. This is another thing. Main tanks and off tanks need to be in sync, because when you're playing dive, your diva is your scout. Your diva needs to sort of find the target. It works between you, but 9 times out of 10, it's your diva. Will find you a target. Will tell you where it is. Then you take the initiative and you tell your team, you're supposed to go, all right, I'm going to dive this target. Are you ready? Are you ready? All right, 3, 2, 2, 2, go. And then you give that sort of vocal pattern. People know what's going on then, like, okay, we're getting ready to go here. A lot of the times whenever you jumped, I mentioned this before, was you jumped and then said who you were on. By that time,
It's because I'm pretty much trying to translate everything on spot.
Yeah, that can be definitely a hard thing.
We could all learn French, lol.
Let's all just go take French classes real quick.
I'm actually learning French in school.
I'm
Be right
actually
back,
not
lol.
French.
Thought you guys knew Americans don't learn other languages.
Oof.
Just kidding.
Wait, who in here is American?
Me.
Oh,
Can
I'm
you not
sorry.
hear by the sound of his voice?
Seriously.
Me,
Oh, okay.
kinda.
But I'm a fucking German. For me, everybody who's not
Um.
German is not good.
Oh,
All right.
We're all racist.
Makes sense.
Hell, I'm a minority of minorities.
Also, something I noticed what you guys really need to do. It happened on the second point of Rialto when you guys were attacking. So you guys got that team kill. That was absolutely awesome. When that happens, get 3 on cart. Minimum of 3 people on cart. Get that cart moving, because you want to send your Reinhardt and possibly even your Zarya or 1 DPS up to the next choke point to see if they can hold it back and stuff like that. But you need to have that 3 people on cart, because if not, you're wasting a lot.
Did I lose you guys or did he? Can you guys hear me?
The card while they're fighting. And if you
Yeah,
fight in
exactly.
front of the card, then like while the fight happens, no card is being pushed. And that's what I was seeing on Rialto, especially on second point. We had like a 20-minute fight, and they just pushed the card through fucking second point all alone.
Exactly. That's
Yeah.
where it comes into. We'll use King's Row for example. So you're defending King's Row. You've just lost the point. If you've gotten close spawns, you'll hold them close right under the archway. If not, you'll try to group, and the corner straight after that, you'll try to hold there. So you'll give them a little bit of a push while still poking on them. But once they get to that corner, you want to push them off. 9 times out of 10, you really do want to push them off the cart, push them back. That's where you show the aggression, because if you're going to, if you stagger yourself, so if some people get a really close spawn, some people get a really far spawn, those close people move in, then get killed. That's a big stagger. One, they're going to have someone on the cart pushing it at all times, and then they're just going to push all the way up to that second point where it's going to be at. And then that whole time while you're trying to win a team fight, they're pushing the cart. So yeah, you are correct with that, and yeah, Jane is correct with that. You want to be fighting on or behind the cart.
Yeah, but I don't know what's the priority for a fucking plat team. Maybe there's something else which is way more important than fight in front of the payload. Like, I don't know. I just know like Jane on a professional level said that's pretty important. So
It's pretty important no matter where you are.
okay.
It's something that is important all the way around. It's not something that is important just for high elos. It's important for everywhere, because you don't want them to be pushing it too far, because then you have less possible chances to hold it.
Okay, and second thing I'd like to say is, in every fight there's a point, no matter winning the fight or if you're losing the fight, in every fight there's a point after which you should not use any ultimates. For example,
Yes.
if you get 2 picks or something, the fight is pretty much won, because they,
Okay.
except they have like a nano blade or something else, they
Mhm.
won't win the fight 4 versus 6. And
Exactly.
the other way around, if 2 people of us die and we don't have a nano blade or something, the fight is lost.
Yes.
I don't
Hold
know
on.
where the point is, but I know there is a point, and I
Mhm.
think that's a pretty important thing to not waste any ultimates.
That is a huge thing. That's entirely huge through all elos and stuff like that.
Yeah, because I feel like,
Um,
especially in Plat, like every play of the game is just a huge waste of ultimates.
Yeah, it's basically 6 ults thrown into one corner.
Like
Is-
we saw on the enemies where everybody called nice. They used every ult on Rialto, third
Mhm.
point, arrow attack, or second point somewhere there,
Yeah.
where they just used Nano, Shatter, and I think Reaper ultimate in one fight,
Mhm.
which was already won. And after that, we pretty much won the game.
Exactly. So with that, you're going to want one person who can oversee most of it. Needs to actually be able to call that. Needs to be able to see what's going on.
Yeah, I could try because I'm most certainly gonna play Widow on almost every map.
Yeah. It would either be. See, normally I do it as a main tank. So normally it would be either a tank or a support player would do it.
Okay.
I really do want to hear Flame get onto target calling though. Or pardon?
Flame.
Yeah, Flame. It's probably
No.
my accent makes it sound trash. Sorry. Flame. But yeah, I want to get you to try target calling and stuff like that because near the
Okay.
end, you did start speaking up a little bit, and what I saw they were good targets you were calling. I just want to get you more into it and stuff like that because
Okay.
it was clear for the people, and your voice is quite loud. So yeah, my ears heard it. Let's just say that.
It's okay.
Hold on, please, Logan. I'm getting coached right now.
What is this about French?
telling
and
us.
Okay.
What?
I'm racist. I'm sorry.
What?
Um,
Okay, hold on. Please just wait till this is
So what
done.
I'm going to do, I'm going to change the name of this. What I want everyone to do, this is to determine
Okay.
who, what kind of people I'm going to look for as ringers and stuff like this. So in the text channel player schedule, I want you all, I know some of you, yes, and that's completely fine, but I want you all to put in your, the days you're available and the times you're available on Central European time, please.
Like GMT.
CET.
It's
okay.
GMT +1. for
Oh, okay,
anyone.
fine.
Nice.
Do it later.
Right. So yeah, make sure to get those in there so that I can sort of make a proper schedule for you guys and find people to fit in with you guys as best as possible because we
Hold
really
on,
need
please,
to get you
Logan.
guys playing more. We really, really do. I've been talking
We'll
to a
see
lot
how
of
your
the other
neck feels in the morning,
managers
but can you let me
and
listen
the
to
other
this, please?
coaches, and
Huh?
they're playing 3-4 times a week. Obviously, I'm not saying we need to play 3-4 times a week. That's not the thing, but we need to be playing. And more importantly, as a full roster.
Okay.
So what I'm going to do while I'm getting your schedules and getting stuff like that, I'm going to go through a list of the maps and I'm going to design comps around what you currently have. So your players, what comps you should be running and what points you should be running them, and we'll practice them because we're going to be practicing 3 different comps and that's it. I'm going to limit it to 3. So basically, one scrim day, you guys are going to hard focus that one comp, and then the next one you're going to hard focus the other until you perfect it, basically. Because there's no point having these wide hero pools and using all these different compositions when there's no need. Because if you can nail 1 or 2 compositions, 3 is wanted. If you can nail those as a team, then you're flying, and I can definitely see you guys being able to do that. So I'm going to make a text channel for that stuff as well, and that will be knocked in there within the next couple of days, and we'll have all that set up.
Okay.
I'm also going to be bringing in a VOD recorder for you guys, so I can do VOD reviews with you.
I recorded the whole game, like every game there. So if you want, I can upload it.
Yes, please.
Yeah,
Upload it
I've
and-
made third-person VODs. And my laptop is a fucking toaster now.
Fine. I'll get us a VOD recorder for that. That's fine. I know someone. And we'll get some stuff done. Other than that, it's mainly just getting the team built together and getting going. Because you have matches soon. Let's just say that. You got to be ready to play. Also, if you look at the schedule that has been posted, you guys need to be able to attend all of those. Not all of them, but you know the days that you guys will have matches. And if you go through them and see that you cannot, please let me know. I will need to know as soon as possible.
Okay.
Exactly, I agree.
It was just like copy and paste into the spreadsheet, and it just crashed everything.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to. I'm gonna have to put all the hour and a half into San Vegas. And,
Ooh.
no, I never.
I just saw your message now, Eagle. Sorry.
Huh? Oh, okay,
Yeah, I just saw your message.
that's fine.
Okay, there we go. I was about to say, Bibs, that's not what I wanted.
Yeah. Sorry.
All right, so every day after.
Yeah, so this
Right, no
week,
problem.
so Saturday morning until Thursday afternoon, and I'm ahead of you guys. So Thursday afternoon for me is like Thursday morning for you guys. I'm in Jordan,
Yeah, no problem.
so I'll have a laptop, but it's just the same thing with the Eagle. It's not even worth trying to
If you're
play.
in Jordan, Bog,
That's no problem.
come visit me, please.
Say again?
Come visit me, please.
4 days. Yeah,
Does it make it awkward if I say I live in Israel?
Oh,
just let me finish this. They're still talking. Yeah, cops and robbers.
Okay, my Vegas doesn't want me to upload it, to put it the whole VOD in there. So if you want, I can upload the whole like hour and a half thing.
Whenever you're all sorted, if you can upload it to YouTube or whatever and put a link in, that would be great so we can see it.
So I have a bunch. If you guys want to see me consistently getting dove as Anna, it's all there.
Yeah, I subscribe to your thing.
Don't worry so much about it now because again,
Oh.
not a full team, all that sort of stuff.
Yeah.
I'll get a VOD recorder that will be recording the bird's eye and watching you guys what you're doing, so you'll be able to see everything.
Okay.
And if I want to
like-
go as hardcore as my team, I'll have 4 VOD recorders. Don't ask.
Okay.
Yeah, so as for the official me ranting at you guys is basically over. I'm not gonna keep that up because I'll probably get slapped a lot.
No, we all love you.
So going away from this, it is get your schedules in the player schedules so I know who can do what. I'm going to then take from that, get us some ringers/subs of who will be on the team. I need to go away and talk to Ink about that now. And I'm also then there will be in a text channel that will be made. There will be different maps and different comps that I will.
You
put
should
guys
also
in.
make a VOD channel.
There will be, yes. I wasn't done talking, Flame.
Okay, sorry.
Yeah, I was going to get to that. But yeah, you got it. You nailed it. That was the last thing from that. What I need you guys to do, play the video game. Play games and have fun. And be ready for your next practice session. We'll get that arranged for next Thursday at about the same time roughly. If everyone can be here. Hopefully I'll have everyone's schedules and some new people in, so
Sounds good.
other
Thanks,
than
guys.
that, you're good to go. Let me see his ink online.
Okay, so like, do you want to answer the questions I sent you in private chat, or later, or I don't know?
Is that you, Eagle? That oh, there it is. I didn't see the big one before that. No problem. I'll read through that now.
So we have more stuff.
Whenever you said about considering the nerf of Goat, should you really focus on learning Zarya? Yes, as one of the DPS people, if you're going to be the person that will be switching to Zarya if triple tank is ever run, then yes. For now, though, really just focus on your DPS, but focus a little bit on Zarya, but don't devote a whole lot of time to it.
Yeah, I've already practiced a bit of Zarya too, so.
Okay, that's okay. But yeah, there will be times when you want to run triple tank and stuff like that. But Goats isn't dying. It's not going to be 100% dead. I know that for a fact. But it's definitely going to be weakened a lot.
Yeah, that's what I was asking because I'm not sure.
And if you're McCree, you're like you can damage shield when if nothing else big happening. Yeah, when nothing else is going on and you're just standing behind, say you're Ryan and their Ryan's in front of you,
Hold on,
spam
please,
that shield
buddy.
with right click, melt it, get that shield down.
What?
Okay.
That's gonna be huge because if they get their shield
We're going to bed
melted,
after
or
this.
even if it's just really low, they're gonna
It's
have to walk
almost
back,
midnight.
and then you get the upper hand.
My coach is talking to me in here.
And the
He's telling us about the game. I do.
Okay.
To get better.
and then with the one where you talked about the widow against the goats,
Huh. Yeah.
it would all
Yeah.
depend on everything that's going down. Like it's okay if you get a pick, that's really good for you because then something can happen down below. But 9 times out of 10, if
Yeah.
they're running goats, you don't want to run a widow into it
Okay.
Hold on,
because
I'm on the
they're just gonna group
Can you
so
just let me
much
finish,
that you're not
please?
gonna get any good shots
listening
off.
to him
So
talk.
you're not gonna be able to see anyone getting out of position or anything like that.
What's that about, like, Widow Pharah against, like, some teams which have pretty good DPS players, which are almost one trick? I'm specifically thinking about G Pantheon with
Mhm.
Kefri.
Yeah.
Like if Kefri plays and Water plays, they like almost every time play Widow Pharah into goats.
Definitely the Pharah. I definitely see that. The Widow, still for in my opinion, up until about High Diamond, I wouldn't run it. I really wouldn't run a
Okay.
Widow into it because you can get so much more worth out of running a triple tank Fire Mercy. With that, because then obviously you have your either that it's either triple tank Fire Mercy or if you run a Fire Mercy and a Sombra.
Okay.
For it, but I definitely I wouldn't really
So-
look to hold a Widow to it.
What would be the
Okay.
other support in that?
In that, it would either be Anna or Lucio.
Okay.
So this only works because Kefri is a decent Widowmaker. Decent.
He's
Kefri's
alright. He's
trash.
alright.
I have personally shit on Kefri multiple times. I will just say that now. So he's not that good. But that's just ladder. But you know the for the supports with that, it's either going to be Anna or Lucio for the sheer fact of if you want to really hard work with the Pharah and just get her constantly spamming those damage boosted rockets, then you'll run like a farmer, say Anna, to keep all the heals on the tanks and stuff like that. It does leave you open though for no defensive ult. So with that, you got to be really constantly keeping up the pressure on them. When you're running the Mercy Lucio with that, it's sort of like a half and half with the pocket. It's like you, whenever you can, get that damage boost onto the Pharah whenever they're grouping or whatever to get some spam damage into them. Whenever the team fight starts, that's when it gets a little bit more spread because you got to be ready to heal other targets than just your Pharah. You can't stay with her. So it all depends on what way you want to play, whether you want to play high pressure or if you just want to play sort of normal spam damage into it.
Okay. Like just thinking about, is Ronnie actually playing Pharah? Nope. Okay.
Anyone else has any